Like Jews hated it.
I don't think Jews hated it.
No, they hated it.
Well, Jews probably hated it because it had Christmas involved in it somehow.
But like overt Christian hate is kind of like it's a little late. Was it 2022 they make that? It's a little wild to see that. But like what overlords is he bowing to?
None. He's just got he's got a lot of racial pride. You know, I think Trump was a sort of a not a point of no turning back, but sort of a milestone, like defining moment that kind of drew a line in the sand for anybody that's paying attention, that has had their antennas and was ready to look at this, like sort of look at the U.S. as kind of a racial battlegrounds, or as media as a racial battlegrounds. And I think Trump's kind of like implicit pro-whiteness got a lot of Jews defensive, and Seth Rogen, I think his defense, is kind of like taking shape as offense or something, just like becoming a little bit more aggressively, overtly anti-Christian, Jewish, ethnocentric type guy. But I don't think it's weird. I think it's just kind of natural based on what's been happening. And I don't think it's weird that this would slip by the studio. It doesn't really look that different from anything else that studios have made in the past. I mean, there have been snarky, tongue-in-cheek Christmas specials, and there's always been like a thread of anti-Christian, anti-white, anti-American, accusing. Christmas is like even just the Chinese food thing, like eating Chinese, like making a ritual of eating Chinese food out of spite to fuck with white people who are.
Yeah, that's like me having bratwurst during.
Yeah. That's like
I always have sauerkraut during.
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman also has a lope that I've realized. Like she has an acting tick. So if you look up at her first 3 seconds, that sums up Sarah Silverman's entry point of her entire career. Like
in this,
yeah. Watch her face right here. And I never read about there.
The other thing,
Christmas is really just like watch movies and stuff. Yes,
like the side mouth thing.
I really.
Yeah, that's like a comfort thing.
This.
Yeah. Like if I wanted to really believe what I was saying and make other people believe that what I was saying was like wholesome and down to earth and real, coming from a real person, I guess I would talk like this kind of a little.
When I'm putting my blackface makeup on, I make sure it's really mammy. Wouldn't you, Sam? If you were chucking and jiving eating a watermelon for comedy,
hold up,
would you work forever?
Keep playing it and go to the next clip of Sarah Silverman.
Oh
and see
yes,
if she does
there
it
will
again.
be.
Well, I never even know when Hanukkah could have happened already. I wouldn't be able to.
Well, I will say that I'm a Jewish person. I always love the concept of the stocking. You get presents, and then there's a thing that's filled with other mini presents. Like, I love that.
I am Jewish, so I've never celebrated Christmas, so I would say seeing movies and eating Chinese food.
But every Jew on earth is eating Chinese food, so it's hard to get Chinese food.
My favorite holiday activity is sitting around the piano with the family and singing.
The hot one?
The hot one? Not this hot one. She's obviously oiled down.
Another really fun thing about the holidays is
if I ever dated a celebrity, I should fucking date Gabrielle Sidibe, and then on the red carpet, I only talk about our sex life.
white elephant. Like to make
face sitting, man. That's the fucking cure to happiness. All right, guys, I gotta run.
I don't like Christmas music at all.
All written by Jews.
All written by Jews. There's no good Hanukkah song.
I really am impressed by your
What about Adam Sandler? Isn't that a diss a little bit to Adam Sandler?
Can you just get this off screen? Just go to a new tab. There used to be a in old entertainment. There used to be like 70s, 80s, 90s. Increasingly, this like if a Jewish guy got up on stage, they would kick around Jewish jokes and Jewish terminology, but it would be for the benefit of intellectual goys. Like if you were a cosmopolitan or a city coastal goy watching Bill Maher or something in the 90s. And he would say a joke like, I couldn't even believe it. I got back from the country club and I was spitzing. And like if you knew what spitzing was, then you were like in on the joke. You know what I mean? So there was this kind of like fascination with like everybody who was savvy and hip to media. So not flyover states, but like New Yorkers, New Englanders, Californians, people watching the TV, people tuning in to late night with whoever, whatever, Chicago. Yeah. But people who like knew about a little bit about entertainment, like the way that you and I know, like you could rattle off the top 5 female comedians.
Yeah.
And it's because there's this kind of like, even though you're not a huge fan of female comedians, you are like invested in entertainment, and you like that world is like something to you, right?
Right.
So like, so at the height, at like the heyday of that world, like the 90s 2000s, like pre-internet, people who were into media, they kind of got the message that these Jews were like the ruling class. This was the elite. They're the ones to aspire to. They run the show. Not saying this is not something that's said overtly, but it's just like, as you're watching media, you know that if there's someone like someone who really not in a Jewy way, but like Seinfeld or something, combines the Jewishness with whiteness in a way that's like relatable to like normal people. But every once in a while, there's like a little bit of a little bit of that in there. Yeah, that's like what audience members would be like. Oh, I get it. He's throwing us a bone. It's like a self-deprecating thing. And I think that part of that, can you go back to the picture of the disgusting? Just hit Control-Shift-T. So like part of that thing, that like bit working, was that Hollywood and legacy media was this big, monolithic, dazzling, Vegas-like.
Goldwyn-Mayer.
Yes. Like this is the machine that makes stuff like Terminator possible.
Yeah.
And I think that the whole legacy system getting chopped down at the knees over and over again, and now the highest thing to aspire to is an A24 film.
Right.
Which is like very... have you watched many A24 films?
Yeah, I've watched about, a lot of them. Three, five numbers like that.
Whether you like them or not, they're extremely different. And the difference is it's not a difference of that comes from like an artistic choice. It's a difference that comes from not being able to afford production design.
Yeah.
Like an A24 film, everything will be great. Like they'll have the costumes, like it'll be an authentic costume or whatever. There'll be an authentic like straw hut or whatever. But it's not like Last Action Hero with like a fake police station.
Right.
Like that's not
it's not Top Gun.
It's not Top Gun. It's not anything like that. It's not even something that's like 1/10 the size, 1/10 the magnitude.
It's not even like old school.
It's nothing like any of that stuff. So this is like, these two, like they should be giant. Like Seth Rogen's like...
See, I feel like Seth Rogen is an embarrassment to Goldwyn-Mayer.
He was in Pineapple Express, right?
Yeah.
He should be fucking, how old is he? Like 50? Is he 50?
No, he's like 43.
He looks fucking old.
Yeah.
He should be like...
40. Wow.
What?
He's younger than I thought.
No.
Yeah.
He should be like Adam Sandler, slightly past his prime. Like he should be doing giant shit.
He is.
Seth Rogen.
He's in The Fabelmans.
Seth Rogen should be doing giant, like top billing comedy shit. Where'd he fuck up?
I feel like he shot for Adam Sandler's knees. I'm not kidding you. I feel like it's a real thing.
You think that? Oh, okay.
I feel like he's like top, like people like Adam Sandler because he's like tough Jewish guy. I bet you Jewish guys love Adam Sandler because like, look, he's kicking everybody's ass in his movies.
Yeah.
Like the bear Jew.
Sure.
Right? Like they love, it's cool, right? The guys who are making the movies found like, hey, we're not known as a big athletic people.
Yeah.
But this is our representative.
I mean, I like that too. I like
Conor McGregor for that.
In Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
He's like the badass. He's like swinging the club.
I love it.
And then he gets beat up by Bob Barker. That's kind of like that's a joke.
Self-deprecating.
But he does come across as like tough and like doesn't give a fuck.
He's a Boston guy too. Sandler. Right. Sarah Silverman. Greg Giraldo said it best. This place just tightened up like Sarah Silverman's pussy around, dried up like Sarah Silverman's pussy around people who can't help her in the biz.
Damn.
That was a fucking
holy shit
crossbow shot, right?
Yeah.
Point blank crossbow shot.
God damn.
Like I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like I was just fucking. It's just funny because he's fucking Venezuelan, so he got it. Anyway, Cuban. At any rate, I honestly feel like Adam Sandler couldn't get enough. They're giving him fucking lifetime achievement awards at fucking 50. You know what I mean? They gave it to like Richard Pryor at like 200 when he was like a vegetable. They're like, in Richard Pryor, cinema darling, and he's like, Adam Sandler gets it at 11 years old. But I feel like there's no good Hanukkah songs.
Yeah.
You think Adam Sandler actually liked hearing that? No way.
You know what's crazy? It's even I wrote that off when you said it. No, and people don't, because regular people don't get how the mind, this type of mind.
That's a myth.
Comedian works.
Yeah,
that's like if Nick said something that was like if anybody, it's like an ecstasy of car.
Yeah,
like I have no reason to expect that more than like 700 people have watched Ecstasy of Car and know what it is.
Yeah,
and I'm not even like this, but I get like miffing someone, being like, yeah, there's no good comedy that's been made with independent comedians doing car reviews. It just hasn't happened yet.
Right. Like, yeah. Like the best thing to do would be to actually go to like a TED Talk, a real TED Talk.
Yeah. But it's
you would be like, what the fuck?
I did, because when he said there's no good Hanukkah songs and you said that's a shot at Adam Sandler, I just let that go over me like water or something. But that's a real thing.
Yeah.
God damn.
And Adam Sandler's the man right now. He calls himself the Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
Like Adam Sandler in his head right now is like fucking J-Lo.
Mm-hmm.
He's like Julo.
Yeah.
Like he's like out of his mind right now. Like I like Adam Sandler for how, like I'll take Adam Sandler. Anybody below him is worthless.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Sandler's like, you're gonna give the Sandman some movies. Why don't you tell A24 to give me some of that cash? He says that openly on an acceptance speech for his other Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, everybody knows the Sandman likes making money and he pays for his daughter's cars. He did it just like that. I'm not kidding.
That's what he said?
He said it just like that. About how he like likes to pay for shit and he like basically shutting his daughters up for not being appreciative. And this is how you like I make all the fucking money around here. And then A24's got to give me some of that money. And like if you know TV a little bit, A24 is getting all the shots at the dope deals right now. They're fucking all the hot blondes at the party. Okay? Adam Sandler, Happy Madison, is also taking, not from us, but he should buy us. But he would buy us. Like he became bigger than Adult Swim, Turner, Comedy Central. He's buying comedies, right? Seth Rogen also has a handle. Like Jonah Hill will probably outpace Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill don't fuck around anymore.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill, I think, is actually cool. I think Seth Rogen is like he has the personality of a private investigator.
You know what? With the thing that I was getting at earlier, like they should be entertainment giants.
Yeah.
And the way that they're writing this thing and the way they sort of are behaving in the trailer is like blogger shit. Like I write for the Atlantic, the Atlantique, the Economist.
Yeah.
10 reasons why white people are trash and
it's a young Turk energy. Kinda.
Yeah, it's young Turk energy.
Yeah.
And that's how you know, like nobody who's like massive and like really on their game and doing big ass moves does stuff like that.
This is lower brow than like this is like OnlyFans for them. Like for like someone to take like a semi-political-ish stance against a majority holiday and like I don't like Christmas. I personally don't give a fuck about Christmas. But let me tell you something right now. People love Christmas. And you know what people love Christmas for? Their kids. So it's essentially shitting and smearing all over the kids' enjoyment. My wife loves Christmas time. She cooks. She goes all in, the wine. She makes everything under the sun. Cookies, the fucking Christmas tree's up on like December 1st or whatever. It's just up and decorate. Like she makes her own fucking Christmas fucking garland out of pine boughs, and she's all the way the fucking.
It's all about commercialism.
No, but it's all about
It's just a way for them to get materialism, get money into the corporations.
They don't have.
I eat Chinese food.
Both of them don't have kids. I don't think.
They don't have kids. I don't think.
Oh no, it's just a preference I had to make. It's just I'm actually happier. And
no, he had a comment about not having kids.
Yes, I saw that.
Little fucking ass.
Yeah, but I feel like Seth Rogen got his shot, got to the parties, and people got sick of hearing him talk.
Yeah, I bet that's got to be what happened.
Because he's a fucking putz.
Yeah,
he's a schmuck.
Yeah, he is.
He's not a mensch. He's a schmuck.
I mean, look at that punum.
I mean, Bubby knows.
But yeah, that's got to be what happened. He got to that level, and they were like, "Oh, you're fucking annoying."
Yeah, you're like a call out, like you're like a Tim Heidecker person, like a know-it-all dickhead,
drinking Diet Coke all the time, having an Asperger's fit.
They told me not to smoke weed. Like,
can you leave now?
Hey Seth, can you stop grabbing that fucking?
You're ruining the nice party we were having. Please leave.
Yeah.
Have you seen the?
Keep talking about hip hop.
These guys just don't know what the deal is.